And fingers crossed, we're going to be able to head to France at some point in this show, where in Châteauroux yesterday, a guest on this show, Haverfordwest Ben Llewellyn, became the men's skeet European champion, claiming the gold medal. So hopefully we'll catch up with Ben between now and 9 o'clock this evening. But let's get cracking. Gordon, evening, how are you?
I'm very good, Ben. Yeah, I was out watching a little bit of cricket on Saturday afternoon, as I normally do. I went to Huck, Burton and Haverfordwest, and we'll talk about that now shortly.
Yeah, we will. Tom, are you well?
I'm very well, thank you. Amazed that with only one Welshman in the squad, it's all that everyone was talking about after the match on the Lions game.
Yeah, some weekend to be either a Lions player or a Lioness, wasn't it? It was pretty good.
And let's not forget the Welsh women won in Australia.
Yes,
and we
exactly.
couldn't win the game in the Six Nations, Ben, but we certainly did it down under.
They did, and Kerry is actually out there, isn't she? Kerry Coleman-Phillips covering that. She told us when she joined us on the show that she was heading.
That's what she's telling you. I saw it on a surfboard down.
I know.
That's the only reason why she's gone.
Yes, I know. My other half said to me, Kerry looks like she's having a good time down under. And she certainly does. But yeah, it was a good win for the Welsh women. And we'll come to that. We'll talk Lionesses, we'll talk Lions as well as we go through the show. But let's kick off, I think, with some local cricket, Gordon. So as you said, you were out and about in Division 1 at the weekend. It was it was another lovely Saturday, wasn't it? And a great Saturday to bat. And we maybe should mention Saundersfoot first up, actually, because they racked up a brilliant score against Langham, who have struggled this season in Division 1. But Saundersfoot put 329 runs on the board on Saturday, Gordon.
Yeah, that's a good total. I mean, it's a total mismatch, if I'm honest as well, Ben. Langham are really struggling. They're bottom of the table, and they are struggling to get 11 men out to play. It's a sad sight, really. But on saying that, Saundersfoot can only beat what's in front of them. And they certainly did. And Tom Mansbridge, I believe, had a century there.
Yes.
We got the scores in front of you. And he took a few wickets. He's been outstanding this season, and he was outstanding in that game. And Saundersfoot have had a good season so far. They'll be disappointed they didn't do so well in the cup competitions. I think it was Ben tipping them for the Harrison Allen that tipped it the wrong way, unfortunately. But there we are.
Gareth Edwards as well, 106 for Saundersfoot. In that game, Tom Mansbridge all-round performance as well. Gordy took 4 for 28, didn't he? He's having a good season, so that was a big win for Saundersfoot. Elsewhere at the top of the table, Cresselly and Carew still fighting it out. Cresselly beat Whitland. Whitland were all out for 131. Cresselly won that by 6 wickets. So pretty comfortable in the end. Charlie Arthur for Cresselly took 4 for 16 to set up that victory. And Tom Murphy scoring 43. So Cresselly showing no signs of any nerves yet, Gordon. They're winning games, aren't they?
I believe they're 4 points clear of their neighbours, Carew. They're ticking the games off nicely, to be fair. And they actually rattled that score off in 14.2 overs, Ben. They didn't hang around. So they're going to be a difficult side to topple in the run-in. But if anybody could do it, it would be Carew, and that's a game I went to on Saturday. They played Haverfordwest. Yeah,
let me just tell you what happened then, and you can talk us through it, Gord. Carew won by 7 wickets, chasing down actually what could have been a difficult 177 that Haverfordwest scored. Ben Fields in good form for Haverfordwest. He got 62, but actually that was a pretty convincing run chase, wasn't it, from Carew?
Yeah, they got a wealth of talent in their side, to be honest with you. Tim Hicks is an excellent all-rounder. He had a good knock as well on Saturday. And Brian Hall, skipper, he's very shrewd. He knows how to win these games. And as I said, it's going to be between Carew and Cresselly for the title, that's for sure, and it'll probably go down to the wire. And I believe they are playing each other in a few weeks as well, Ben. That'll be a win at all cost game. Whoever wins that will probably win the title.
Who do you think, Gordon? Can you see?
Well, every team I've backed this season they seem to lose out. So I back Carew all the way, but Cresselly are a decent side. So I'll have to stick with Carew, but I think Cresselly could do it as well.
Yeah, it's so close at the top there. And the other game, actually, to mention in Division 1, Burton with a big win against Branston. Another day for batting. Burton racking up 270 for 8. Joseph Kiff, 100. There were plenty of hundreds, actually, across the county at the weekend. He scored 102. Well batted there. That set up the victory. And Branston just couldn't get near that. And it was a 184-run victory in the end there. Good.
Yeah, and Burton eased their relegation worries as well, because they're down there as well, and they're starting to pick up some much needed wins, while Langham and Haverfordwest are stuck at the bottom. They can't buy a point, to be honest with you, Ben. Nothing's going right for the town at this moment in time, and I know those two sides, Burton and Haverfordwest, got to play each other shortly as well, and it's a must-win game for Haverfordwest, and it's a must-win game for Burton. So at both ends of the table, it's very interesting indeed.
It's exciting though, isn't it, that we go into this point in the season. We're heading into August. Again, we've not had too much of a stoppage to the cricket on Saturday. We've done really well. You almost don't want to tempt fate, do you? Because the weather really has held firm, hasn't it, for our Saturday cricket?
It has. It's been a splendid summer. Even though we've had a bit of the wet stuff around, it hasn't stopped our cricket on a Saturday. There's still a few important weeks that I just spoke about to get through. And let's hope the weather doesn't have a bearing on a title or whatever. I hate seeing that, because, as you know, none of these games are replayed if they're called off.
No.
And one side of the county can play, the other side of the county's in rain. So and it has happened in the past, and it'll happen again, unfortunately, where they will win a title because of the weather. It's
the Pembrokeshire microclimate, Gordon. It's famous, isn't it? No doubt about that.
Sure is.
We are going to pause from the cricket for just a second. We might just have a look at some of the other divisions in part 2, because we are going to head, I think, live to France, in fact, where, as I mentioned at the start of the show, Ben Llewellyn, who's been a guest on Pure West Sport, became the men's skeet European champion, taking gold in France yesterday. And Ben is with us right now on Pure West Sports. If you're watching on social media, you can watch along. If you're on DAB Digital Radio, listen in as well. Ben, evening to you. How are you?
Hello. Yes. Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. A little bit hungover from a few too many shandies last night, but yeah, we're all good.
Oh, come on, Ben! You're in France. You're in France. It should be some of the local wine, should it not?
Yeah. Oh, we went to some very dodgy pubs. Yeah.
Listen, it's great to have you on the show, and what a day yesterday must have been. How does it feel to have taken that gold?
Yeah, a little bit surreal, to be honest. It seems like a lot of hard work over the last 10 years, has all come to this point. I mean, over the last few years, I've been quite lucky to win plenty of medals, individually, mixed team and team events. But to come away with my first gold medal as an individual is quite special.
It was closely fought as well, wasn't it? I understand. So how did you cope with the nerves? 'Cause I think it was the Italian, wasn't it, who was pushing you quite hard?
Yes, exactly. So in qualification, we both equaled the world and European record of 125 out of 125. Wow. So we had to go into a shoot-off to decide who was going into the final in first position. So I was lucky enough to win the shoot-off. So that put me in a good place going into the final. And yeah, he pushed me the whole way. So we were battling neck and neck pretty much to the last stand. So yeah, it was tough going. Had to keep my head down, keep focused, and keep plugging away.
Yeah, how do you keep that is extreme emotion when you're in that particular shooting for, against each other like that. How do you keep focused, Ben? Because you must be rattling with nerves. I would be.
Yeah, I think, there was plenty of nerves. Obviously, coming off the back of the qualification, not missing.
That's incredible.
It's always in the back of your mind that, there's, especially if you've got a competitor next to you who hasn't missed also, there's no room for error now. So that's quite tough. But I think it's just reminding yourself of all the hard work that you've put in on the training field, sticking to your routine, sticking to what you've been doing day in, day out for the last 10 years.
Is the shootout style format, is it almost like a penalty shootout in football? Is it sudden death?
Yes, sudden death. So you go on to what's regarded as the hardest stand on the shooting field, and you basically just keep shooting doubles until somebody misses.
Wow. And for all the practice you do, that must be quite a hard element to kind of replicate when you're actually so close to winning a gold as well. How can you do any work to replicate that at all, Ben, when you're practicing?
I mean, we do try our best to emulate as much as we can, but there's nothing quite like the real thing. You know, it's to be in those high pressure situations when there's so much at stake. You can't replicate it, but you can try your best.
How did it feel when it kind of dawned on you that you are the European champion?
It was mixed emotions, really. It was obviously a lot of relief, and to share the moment with Richard, my coach, who has been coaching me for the last couple of years. I think we both knew how much work had gone into this last section coming into these this season, really. It's relief was probably the biggest emotion I felt.
And for you as well, you were quite open when we spoke to you before on the show that you had to almost put your game back together, didn't you, after missing out on Tokyo? You didn't really want to carry on at one point. So to have gone on that journey to get to what happened yesterday, Ben, that must mean even more.
Yeah, exactly. I think you hear quite a lot of these stories of people. They say never give up, keep plugging away, and that's something that I've had from my support team and support from home. Was always keep the head down, keep going, and things will come right in the end. So I sort of kept that at the forefront of my mind. I kept the goals clear in my sights, kept my head down, and just kept going, and we got there in the end.
Yeah, Ben, it's interesting that you say that. I know what you were saying. Your dad has been through pressured situations. David, he's a rally driver, British champion. We all know that. Great guy. But he must have been a great mentor to have in that situation when you missed out on the Olympics, to talk to your dad regarding pushing on through. He's had a difficult time, but you can reach your goal. He must have been well behind you. I'm sure that would be David's words.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, he was the first person to really set those words in and kept pushing me along, and to come here now and to win gold, it makes all those hard yards worth it.
It's the easiest thing when you have a difficult situation just to say, "Oh, that's it. I'm not doing it again." But being a great sportsman, the difference between great sportsman and just an average sportsman is what you've just achieved, is to come back and fight harder and become champion. And I have to applaud you for that as well, Ben.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Can
you give us, you kind of alluded to it, but was it a good night of celebrations last night?
If your dad was there, I know it.
Yeah. I've certainly had a slow day today. Yeah.
I think you're allowed to. And have you given any thought about what comes next? I'm sure you know your schedule. You know what's ahead. Where do you think you go from here, Ben, as the European champion now?
We've got a couple of team events to go this week. So I've got 2 more days of competition tomorrow and Wednesday. And then it'll be come home, have a regroup. I think most of August for me is pretty free in as much as competition. So it'll be just have a little bit of time off, get back to a bit of training, and then we have the World Championships coming up in October. Wow. So that's kind of the next goal for this year, is to have a bit of a reset, and then sort of have a slow progression building up to the Worlds in October.
And do you allow yourself to think ahead to things like the Commonwealth Games? And there's quite a tasty Olympic Games in 2028, isn't there, as well?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unfortunately, shooting's not in the Commonwealth Games for the next one. So that's...
Is that because it's a smaller one, isn't it? Is that why?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we have the qualifications for 2028 Olympics start next year. So yeah, I think this is all sort of a bit of a building block year going into next year, and we can hopefully keep the momentum going.
Yeah,
fantastic. Well, listen, Ben, thank you for joining us. You're still out in France, obviously, so you're back in action tomorrow. Did you say?
Yeah, back in action tomorrow. We have a combination of some team events tomorrow and Wednesday, and then we come home Thursday.
And you don't have. We do always like it. We do like it. It's almost a mini rule. So if you can't do it, you'll have to show us. But do you have your medal at all to hand for people watching? We do like to see the bling on this show, just for people that are watching on the video, because they're always quite impressive. So sorry to put you on the spot, but it is kind of a rule.
I've actually got two here. So we had obviously my individual gold, which is nice.
Brilliant.
And then we had team bronze as well. So
look at that! Wow,
bringing that is silverware.
That is
mate. Well done.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, Ben, listen, congratulations. It's some achievement.
It's a chocolate. Is it chocolate in them?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Ben, in the Olympics, I know it was a different shooting discipline, but the Turkish laser shooter, have you noticed any uptake in more people coming to the sport because of the Olympics and how much exposure that got, or is it not something that you've noticed?
I think there's been an increase in sort of exposure on social media, which is good. I mean, all exposure is good. So yeah, I think hopefully it'll bring some more people over to the sport in the future.
That's great. Brilliant. Well, listen, good luck for the next couple of days, Ben. You're always welcome on Pure West Sport. Pembrokeshire, as always, very proud of our sporting achievements, and that's some achievement from you. Yeah, you have to have a quieter night tonight if you're back in action tomorrow. But from us all at Pure West Sport, well done, Ben. Excellent effort, and we'll catch up with you again really soon. We are going to come back in just a few moments for the second part of tonight's Pure West Sport.
Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors have tradition.